Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to make typography responsive. Instead of using EM or PX to size text, you can use viewport units for responsive typography. Viewport units, like percentages, are relative units, but they are based on different items. Viewport units are relative to the viewport dimensions, width or height of the device, and percentages are relative to the size of the parent container element. The four different viewport units are VW, would be 10% of the viewport's width. VH is 3% of the viewport's height. Vmin would be 70% of the viewport's smaller dimension. Vmax would be 100% of the viewport's bigger dimension, height versus width. So we want to set the width of the H2 tag to 80% of the viewport's width, and the width of the paragraph as 75% of the viewport's smaller dimension. Okay, cool. So the first thing that we'll start off with is setting the H2 tag to be 80% of the viewport's width. So what we could do is we want to say VW is equal to 80 VW. Didn't change anything over here. Okay. And then our next move is to set the width of the paragraph. So the paragraph element, we're going to start a new CSS rule. The paragraph element is going to be equal to 70 of the viewport's smaller dimension. So this is going to be 75 Vmin is going to be equal to 75 Vmin. And if we run the tests, I think this will pass. It didn't pass at all. Your H2 should have a width of 80 VW. Width. And your P tag should have a width of 75. Oh, I see. Cool, and this changed here. And now if we move this around, we'll see that the text is staying here. The H2 element is staying at 80%, and then the P element is 75%, which means it's a little bit longer. And so that just kind of makes it look better on smaller screens, or dynamically sized screens. If we run the test, I think they'll pass now. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll see you in the next lesson.